Hi Gemini, welcome to your messages for February 2022. I'm so excited to be doing the monthlies. I hope you guys get what you need out of these messages. But before we dive in, be sure to give a like, share, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, don't forget to hit the bell notification so that you can know anytime I upload. Be sure to check your sun, moon, and rising messages so that you get the full scope of what you can expect for the month of February 2022. Also, I will have these listed in the description box below, but today I'm going to be reading from This Might Hurt Tarot. And at the end of your reading, Gemini, I'm going to be pulling a card from the Self-Love Oracle. So with that being said, let's go ahead and dive into your messages this month. First card we have is the Ten of Wands at the center of your spread. Second card out was the Page of Pentacles. Next you have the King of Swords, Gemini, the Eight of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands, the Knight of Cups, the King of Cups, the Eight of Cups, and the Three of Cups. Okay. This is your first layer of cards. We're going to go through the messages for this first layer, and then I will be pulling a second layer and then tying it all together at the end with your oracle card. So, Ten of Wands at the center, Gemini, is definitely giving me, especially when you put the Seven of Wands beside it and the Knight of Cups on the other side. It's giving me vibes that some of you Geminis are dealing with a heavy burden in the form of a relationship. Don't shoot me, I'm just the messenger, okay? Some of you guys are dealing with heavy burdens in your relationship. Some of you guys are dealing with, the word that Spirit is using is dead weight. Some of you guys are carrying dead weight in the form of a relationship, romantically, that you should have let go of a long time ago. And the reason that I say that is because you have this Eight of Cups beneath this Ten of Wands. So it's a situation in which a lot of you Geminis, you're already cognizant and you already know that this is something that you should have walked away from a while ago. But what I'm being told is that some of you Geminis are holding out hope. Some of you guys are really hoping that the situation will turn around, that what you know to be true about the situation or what you know to be true about this person ends up being false, that you're proven wrong, that your intuition is incorrect. And so that's why you have been holding on to this dead weight, as Spirit said. But with each passing day, your intuition is proven true. With each passing day, the feeling in the pit of your stomach that you've been feeling so long now continues to be true. And now it's to a point where you don't really know how to release this because it's gone on for so long. Gemini, I'm being shown a lot of back and forth, a lot of arguing and bickering, a lot of Spirit is saying tit for tat. So I don't know if you're dealing with someone who is particularly argumentative and they are keeping score, but for some of you, that's what the situation is. And it's just exhausting. Like you're exhausted of the situation. But again, like I said, you don't really know how to release yourself from it. To me, Gemini, it feels like a situation in which you are going to have to just kind of rip that Band-Aid off. It feels like a situation that is just, there's not at this point going to be an easy way to release this attachment, to free yourself from this, from the awkwardness or from the pain of this situation. You kind of just have to do it at this point. Definitely a situation of letting the chips fall where they may. And I feel like it does feel like it will be a little messy. It feels like the situation of releasing this will be messy. Give yourself time to let the dust settle. For others of you, it may be a long-term friendship that you have had. You're really seeing all of the toxic traits and characteristics of that relationship, and you are just in this space where you can no longer entertain this type of energy in your life. You just cannot hold space for this type of energy in your life anymore. Another message coming through for Gemini in the month of February is that money is looking good. Money is progressing. Good things happening with finances this month. So I know that Venus is going direct on the 29th of this month, I believe. And with that, going into February, money is going to really start moving forward. And for a lot of people, this has been showing up in the form of their money not being so great with Venus being retrograde, or it has shown up with situations of love and romance not being so great. Or maybe for some of you, it's both areas. Since Venus has been in retrograde, you've been having issues in both areas. I do feel like in the love and romance arena, there's definitely some cleaning that needs to be done, and definitely some reassessing in terms of boundaries, in terms of what relationships and people and types of energies that you're entertaining as a whole. All right, Gemini, so moving on to your second layer of messages for the month of February. First card we have out is the Ace of Wands. Followed by that, we have the Ace of Pentacles. Very nice. Next, we have the King of Wands, the Hermit, Four of Pentacles, Judgment, the Chariot, Four of Cups, and the Queen of Wands. Okay, Gemini, interesting cards here. A lot of you Geminis have interesting ideas, interesting things that you want to pursue, things that you're very passionate about. Obviously, with that Wands energy holding that fire behind it, it's something that you are very passionate and very enthusiastic about. However, with the Four of Pentacles and Judgment being on either side of it, there's definitely a insecurity or a worry or a concern when it comes to bringing this manifestation into fruition. When it comes to bringing this idea to creation, there's a bit of an insecurity there, especially in regards to financial resources or backing. Some of you guys, I'm also being told, are afraid to ask for what you're really worth behind the ideas and the services and the things that you offer. You're kind of playing it safe or playing it cool right now, but Spirit is saying that, you know, feeding into this Four of Pentacles energy, that some of you guys are playing a little too small. At the risk of playing safe, you're playing too small, and you're afraid to ask for your real value. So definitely look at that in the month of February, Gemini, and make some changes there. And I think you'll be surprised by the amount of support that you receive. That also feeds into the Judgment card. So definitely this applies as self-judgment, but also there is an insecurity or a fear of outsiders or other people having a sort of perception or an observation or a judgment towards you, Gemini, that is not positive. I'm going to go ahead and tell you now that there is absolutely no possible way that everyone that you cross paths with in life is going to like you. I'm sorry. This is the truth. Not everyone is going to agree with what the cost of your services are or what you say your value is. Not everyone is going to agree with what it is that you do as a whole. Some people are just not going to like you for the tiniest little small insignificant thing. However, Spirit is saying be careful and observe how you hold yourself back because of that. So basically in the month of February, no more playing small. I do feel like a lot of you guys are really going to start getting yourselves and your businesses and your creative projects in gear in the month of February. And I say that because above the Four of Pentacles, you have the Ace of Pentacles, and then below that, you have the Chariot card. So I do feel like a lot of you guys are going to have a sort of wake-up moment where you say to yourself, okay, this is what I have to do now. I know that, I understand that. I'm just gonna free fall into this, and whatever's supposed to work out will work out. And I feel like a lot of you guys are going to just, you're just gonna kind of say fuck it, and like, you're gonna go for it, and you're going to start asking for the amount that matches your value and your worth, and you're not going to be concerned about whether it's too high or whether you're imposter syndrome, and you're not going to be worried about how it looks to other people. So good job on that this month, Gemini. Spirit is saying that some of you Geminis have the ideas, but they have not been properly developed yet. You need to spend some time alone, really collecting yourself, collecting your thoughts, and figuring these things out. Because the energy that I'm feeling behind this message is that a lot of you Geminis are really bursting with creativity. You have all of these ideas, you have all of these great things that could really turn into something, but the development isn't there behind the idea. You haven't fully thought it out. You haven't fully devoted that time to really developing it. And so Spirit is saying that you need to kind of backtrack a little bit and get organized in the month of February, and then you'll be able to really see what the value is of what it is that you've created. But first, it has to be organized. You can't really know the full value of what something is if it's all over the place and it's not really cleaned up. So take that time this month to really sit with your ideas, Gemini, and kind of, figure out what's what. So with that being said, Gemini, I think those are the end of your messages in terms of your tarot cards. I'm going to go ahead and pull an oracle for you guys just to tie everything together. I'm just going to pick something at random here and we'll see what we get. I love this deck. It's always so spot on. Okay, Gemini, your message, oracle message for the month of February is to evolve. So let's read what it says. All right, it says you are allowed to grow and to change your mind, your attitudes, and beliefs to become stronger, lighter, and happier. The right people will celebrate these changes with you. So, again, Gemini, going back into those ideas that you have, there's a lot of evolution that needs to happen there, and your ideas evolve and your business evolves, and what you're asking for monetarily behind your ideas and creations evolve as you do. And so definitely look at some of these things that are wanting to grow and change in your life this month, and just go ahead and level up. Because, so with that being said, Gemini, that is it for your February messages. I hope you guys got what you needed out of that. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And in the meantime, I'll see you guys later. Take care.